Dam explanation. Hydroelectric dams. Hydroelectric dams are kinda like man-made waterfalls, but put through a complex system to turn it into the power that we use in our everyday lives. They use water because the movement of the water is a great source of power and can easily push through a turbine. Now, here are the processes. The water flows through the river and goes into the intake area. Then it goes through the control gate and then into the penstock. The water then goes down into the turbine, which takes the water and pushes it through the parts of the turbine, and water due to the force of gravity, which pushes the turbine and makes it spin. The final step that happens is the big generator containing the electricity turns the water into an electrical charge with the two big batteries on top of the turbine. The power finally transmits to electricity lines that power cities, houses, the internet, and portions of our country. Reservoirs. Reservoirs are artificial lakes that are filled with water when it rains a lot and are taken out for use when there is no water. For example, they could be used for filling up fire trucks, for the public to drink with, and for agricultural use. They work by opening up the control gate in the dam and filling the lake with water. After a while, they will close the dam to keep the water in for later use. Some dams are power stations and reservoirs in one. Dry dams are dams used for flood control, and when it is raining heavily, these dams allow water to flow freely in normal conditions, but close up when it is flooding. These dams normally don't have gates or turbines for water release, but they do have spillways. Their purpose is to keep the water from overflowing and going downstream. If a dry dam fails, it could result in a lot of flooding and destroyed houses. Tailings dams. Tailings dams are dams that are used in mining operations to store waste minerals. They prevent the potentially hazardous minerals from endangering the environment. They hold ground rocks, chemicals, and water processes. Building one comes at a risk. They could overflow and cause hundreds of deaths in the area. Also, a tailing dam has a chance of seepage, which means it could easily leak. Debris dams. Debris dams are like check areas. They check if there is any debris in the water, and if there is, they will stop it from going downstream. They are normally made out of wood, rocks, or netting. They are commonly built on eroding rivers and streams to prevent objects from rubbing against the banks and, in extension, lower the erosion rate in the area. Debris dams are one of the easiest dams to make, only requiring a log and a piece of net. Coffer dams. Coffer dams are dams that are used for construction. They resemble a closed shape rather than a line across a river. They are made in the middle of a big lake or ocean. Many docks use them to keep water out when building a boat or ship. Coffer dams are also used when building a bridge across water. They are normally made of steel piles, and their shapes resemble a hexagon or a circle. Barrages. Barrages are dams that have many dam gates to regulate water flow through the river. They help with flood control, waste management, river navigation, and hydroelectric power, but they cost lots of money and are hard to build. They are dams stacked together. Unlike most dams, barrages do not make artificial lakes when they are made. Dams normally have gates at the top of the wall, but barrage dams have their gates from the bottom to the top of the wall, thus allowing them to have a higher capacity of water. Thanks for watching.